Yo, what's up, athlete? I'm Gideon Akande, and welcome to your 20-minute upper body strength workout. Now, you're gonna need a pair of dumbbells, maybe a couple of pair, to give yourself a few options to play around with as we attack the upper body. We're gonna get warmed up first, we're gonna establish our intention, and then we're gonna get after it the best way we know how, with all of our effort and all of our heart. Are you ready? Let's get this thing going. Start with your feet shoulder width apart, and we start to roll those shoulders. Big circles here, finding a full range of motion. As you move, you breathe. So inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Change the direction of your shoulder rolls, finding that full range we just talked about, encouraging blood flow through the upper body, because we're going to need it. Now keep those feet shoulder width apart, and now twist in place. Easy rotation from one side to the next. If you so choose, add a pivot with your rotation to help you twist even farther. Completely up to you, but allow your body to warm up through the spine, through the torso, that will keep us strong through all of our lifts today. Nice job. Next up, feet shoulder width apart still. Squat down and then reach upward. As you sit those hips down, you bring those hands down, and as you raise up, bring those hands high. Think of finding that inhale on the way down and that exhale on the way up. Nice job. Let's go through those 3 movements one more time. Feet shoulder width apart. Let's roll those shoulders back. Find that deeper, greater range of motion second time through. Get excited. We have some great work to do today, and we are going to find ways to get it done no matter how challenging it may be. And relax. Back into those twists. Remember, option to keep both feet flat on the ground or add a pivot to help you twist farther. Choice is yours. You can always mix and match between the two as well. We're just adjusting that spine and lengthening above the waist. Nicely done. All right, back to that squat. With that overhead reach, make sure those hands come up high. Fingertips towards the ceiling, but then we drop those hips down low and we bring those hands down to match. Let's get 7 good seconds here, and then we'll go into a demonstration of our first movement, which will be down on the ground. And relax. All right, time to go into our first superset. We'll be coming down for a floor press, grabbing 2 heavy dumbbells, and starting in a sit-up position. So think feet flat on the ground, elbows in close towards each other. We drive both hands up directly over the shoulders, and we bring the elbows down to touch the ground. We're gonna work there for our first exercise. Our second exercise keeps those elbows on the ground and dumbbells in hand, and we're extending the legs out and driving those knees in, working those lower abs for our knee tucks. Let's get this thing started. Feet flat on the ground. Take a deep inhale, a big exhale. Let's go to work. Drive them up and reset back down. Big strong press, hands over the shoulders, and then elbows down, hands over the elbows. Now we're taking our time here. We're finding that full range of motion. It's almost like there's a small change in that angle as it comes down towards the hips and then up over the shoulders. Make sure you're breathing out as you're pressing up, inhaling as you're lowering back down. You should be feeling a lot of tricep here, so enjoy that, in addition to some shoulder work and chest as they support that muscle. You have 5 more seconds before we bring the elbows to the ground and keep the dumbbells in hand. And place those dumbbells down. All right, extend those legs out long. And now bring the knees into the chest. Option to keep your head and shoulders down on the ground. Option 2 is to raise the head and shoulders off of the ground to engage the upper abs a touch more. Think of extending your legs long across your space while still keeping that lower back into the ground. Inhale and breathe out as you drive those knees in. You have 10 more seconds here, and then we're going right back into our press, stronger than ever. Make sure we're engaging those lower abs by pulling that lower back into the ground. All right, back to our floor press. Feet flat on the ground. Drive those hands up, and then reset them back to the ground. Now start to assess how you are feeling right now. Maybe you're starting to feel that internal core temperature rise. Maybe that sweat is forming on your forehead, your breathing is more labored. Maybe those triceps are screaming your name in every way. Hey, these are just signs that you're doing hard work and you are showing up for yourself. So take pride in those sensations and keep going. One more press here, bringing those hands back down. Let's go back into those knee tucks. Now, if those dumbbells in hand don't feel good on your palms, or maybe they're starting to get a little bit heavier than you would like, feel free to place them down on the ground and still work this same movement, extending the legs out and driving those knees in. If you want that additional challenge, having to balance and stabilize through those hands, you keep those dumbbells in hand and you do the work. Remember, so many options to choose from. Head and neck elevated, head and neck on the ground, dumbbells in hand, dumbbells out of hand. No wrong way to do it. You're doing awesome. Keep on moving. We're back to our floor press in 3, 2, 1, go again. Feet flat on the ground, elbows on the ground with your wrists just above it. That's your start position. We're always aware of where we are in space and time. And it's very important that on this movement, you're always finishing directly over your shoulders. If you are too far over your head or too far towards your hips, you're putting more pressure and stress on the shoulder that doesn't serve us. So listen to your body, but also understand where your body is so you can protect it while also getting stronger. Remember to breathe out as you press up. Oh yeah. Inhale as you come down. And let's go back to those knee tucks. Get busy. Now we're getting closer and closer to the end of this first superset. We have 4 rounds through it. And this is the end of the 3rd round. Stay strong, stay committed, and remember your intention. We all have a why, a reason why we start a workout, start a program, or just decide we're committed to moving and exercising and taking care of our health. Remember your why and keep showing up for that very special reason. Be ready for your last time on the floor press? It starts now. Feet flat on the ground, lower back into the ground, press it up, reset down, and repeat. Now, it's not about speed here, it's about quality of movement. We've been talking about that technique all day long, so I'm here to remind you that the hands finish over the shoulders and the elbows come down just below the wrists. Find that pace, find that tempo, and maintain that control, because you can. That's the thing, when you're moving your body, you show that you are boss by directing it to what to do, when to do it, and to keep going, especially when it gets tough. You're doing this here. All right, hands down. Last time on the knee tucks to finish this first superset. Our first superset out of 3. Yeah, we're crushing this thing so far. Be proud of yourself, but keep showing up for yourself, because you are the most important athlete in the room. That's a fact. Legs long, and then knees driven in, head and shoulders elevated or resting on the ground, up to you. Dumbbells in hand or dumbbells off to the side, your choice. We got 10 seconds left, keep going. No wrong way to do it. Pick and choose, but keep on working for 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Superset complete. Moving on. Now for the next superset, feel free to grab a lighter pair of dumbbells. And I'm gonna demonstrate our 2 movements. Our first movement will be a bent row. Bend through the knees, back stays flat, drive those elbows up. Our second movement will be a stretch. We're reaching up into mountain pose, driving the elbows back and opening up the chest for our cactus arms. Let's get ready. Grab those dumbbells, feet shoulder width apart, all bend through the knees, and now we work. Hinge at the hips, drive the elbows up, and then bring those hands down, full extension. So important here that we maintain a flat back. Make that your number 1 priority. Don't feel like your dumbbells have to touch the ground or you have to bring your chest super low. Matter of fact, having your chest more upright, as long as the back remains flat, is more than acceptable. In time, as you're more aware of your body and as your range of motion improves, you can change those angles to make them greater. But first, we have to stay safe and stay strong. Really drive those elbows high. Breathe out as you pull. 1 more rep here before we place the dumbbells down, and squat to place them down. Nice. All right, feet shoulder width apart still. Deep inhale, hands up. Exhale, elbows down, chest open, and repeat. Inhale. And exhale, open up that chest, look up towards the ceiling, inhale. And exhale, exaggerate that stretch. Now continue to move at your own pace, keeping that breath working with you and working for you. Few more seconds here, and then we're right back into those bent rows. And one more to finish. Grab those weights. Feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, don't change that angle there, but now hinge at the hips, let's row. Now oftentimes, people bend the knees a little bit too great in this position, and they make it look more like a squat and row. Instead, we want to keep just a slight bend through the knees and sit our hips back and feeling that weight into our heels. When we do that, we're feeling a deeper stretch through the hamstrings, and it's putting us in a prime position to be able to get the back muscles properly for the row. So be aware of all your angles and all your positions. And relax. Squat, put the dumbbells down. Let's get back into that stretch. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, elbows down, chest open, eyes up. Inhale. And exhale. Now continue to move at your own pace. What I love to do is work strength, but then work stretch. The combination is beautiful as it allows you to keep moving while also getting the benefits of both. Getting stronger, but giving those muscles a chance to relax, recuperate, so they can come back and do even more. And relax. Shake it on off. We're back to the dumbbells, making good time and incredible progress. Knees bent, hips back, let's row. Now, if you want an additional challenge in these rows, as if this exercise isn't hard enough, you just pause at the top and then come down slowly. Strong lift, brief pause at the highest point, and reset back down. If and when those muscles fatigue, you take the pause out and you go right back to that traditional count on the pull and on the full arm, straight arm extension. Few more seconds here. We're coming right back to our mountain pose and cactus arms. And relax. Squat, put the weight down. Let's stretch it on out. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. And as you move, try to make your breath even more fuller, longer, deeper at your own pace. You may find that your stretch is a little bit longer than mine. Maybe it's a little bit shorter than mine. But you are working at your pace, honoring your body, and you will see your own progress in time. And relax. And we're right back to that row. Let's finish off this superset. Feet shoulder width apart, knees bent, hips back, and big pull. As I row, I like to think of pinching my shoulder blades together just to encourage me to get those elbows back even farther. Pretend you wanted to place your elbows on the ceiling from the position you're in. Give yourself that visual, that target to shoot for so that you are getting the most out of every rep. 5 seconds. There we go. Again, and rest. Put those dumbbells down, squat to do so. And let's finish off this superset with our stretch. Allowing your breath to move with your body allows you to settle down no matter how chaotic things may seem and no matter how confused those muscles may be. This is a chance for you to take control of your effort, to stay strong through your movement, and to reset your mind and body. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Amazing job. Way to get through our second superset of our workout. One more to go. And we'll be coming down to the ground for this next effort into a half kneeling position. From this half kneeling position, one knee is back, the other foot is forward. We're driving both hands up and resetting back down. Our second movement will be child's pose. We'll be bringing the feet together, the knees apart, extending through the hands as we sit the hips back for a stretch through those shoulders, which we're about to work. So right now, Place that right foot forward. Place the left knee underneath you. We go in 3, 2, 1. Drive them up. Reset them back down smooth. Palms are facing each other the entire time. And we're getting right back after those shoulders and after those triceps. I like to tug my back foot underneath me. Gives me a greater sense of balance and stability. And I keep the front foot flat on the ground. And I really tighten through my core to make sure that I am strong through the midsection so I don't teeter and totter more than I need to. So yes, we're working the shoulders. Yes, we're working the triceps, the upper body, but we're also working core and lower body as well. And rest. Dumbbells down. We're going into child's pose, feet together, knees wide, hands extended, hips back. Let's go. As you're extending out, push those hands away by driving the palms into the ground to help you sit your hips farther back. Deep inhales through your nose. Big exhales through your mouth. 10 more seconds here, allowing the stretch to be and feel majestic for you. Stretching through the shoulders, through the hips, lengthening through the torso, all at once. And relax. Coming back to our half kneeling position. This time, left foot forward, right knee back. Let's press. Remember to tuck that back foot underneath you if it's not there. Remember to tuck those hips underneath and squeeze that back glute on the side that has the knee down. It's a strong, powerful drive up. And then it is a controlled tempo movement back to the shoulders. Make sure we're not moving our body more than we need to. Really lock down, feel strong through the rest of your frame. One more press. And relax. Dumbbells off to the side. Let's go into that child's pose. Feet together, hands extended, hips back. Now make sure the tops of your feet are on the ground, the mat, or the surface you're on. Use those hands, really push back. Feel free to adjust through those palms every now and again to help you get good traction for a deeper stretch. The more you bring that chest towards the ground, the more you'll feel a stretch through those shoulders. But remember that breath controls everything and allows you to settle into this. So breathe, breathe, breathe. And relax. All right, halfway through this superset. Let's bring that right foot forward again and the left knee back. We're right on that press. How you feeling, champ? Feeling like you're doing a little bit of work, huh? Me too. But we keep doing it anyway, right? We keep showing up, even as the fatigue sets in, because this is a time when those reps start to count the most. We're telling our body that, hey, after this, get stronger so we can handle more. We're doing it. And dumbbells down, yes. Woo. Knees out, feet together, hips back, child's pose. And every time we come back to those shoulder presses from that half kneeling position, we really work hard on those presses, even though they're not very many. Remember, it's about the quality, not the quantity. Own what's in front of you. Do the best you can. The rest will take care of itself. Be ready for our final opportunity on that shoulder press, which will be followed by the final opportunity on this child's pose to end our workout. Here we go. Half kneeling position. Left foot forward. Right knee back. Tuck that back foot underneath. Palms face each other. Let's go. Strong drive up. Breathe out when you lift. Think of finishing with those biceps near the ears. I know the shoulders are on fire, so if you need to alternate your press, that is also an option. Driving one arm up, coming back down, and then the other arm up, coming back down. But if you got 8 seconds of power in you, show me what you got. We're finishing with child's pose shortly thereafter. One more push, and rest. Dumbbells down. Child's pose to finish. And I want you to take this stretch just as seriously as you took that press. Palms into the ground. Chest and forehead towards the ground. Hips are back. Breath is full. Inhale. Breathe it out. Inhale. Breathe it out. Inhale. Breathe it out. One more time in. One more time out. And carefully come on up. Incredible job today. Rise to your feet. Put a smile on your face. And be very proud of the work that you just did. Start to roll those shoulders back. The fact is, you showed up and you put in a quality effort through non-stop movement for 20 minutes, really targeting that upper body. And if you're like me right now, you're feeling the shoulders, you're feeling the triceps. Let's take our shoulder roll in the opposite direction. And a great thing about working that upper body is that you feel the sensation instantaneously, right? So when you're going back to the desk to type, or you're trying to shampoo your hair later on, you'll have a couple of reminders of the hard work you just put in. So don't feel bad or sorry for yourself. Be proud of what you just did. Awesome job today. My name is Gideon Akande. Thank you for joining me for your 20-minute upper body strength session using those dumbbells. I'll see you next time.